Methinketh your shield is not good. I will lend you a better. So Balin took the shield that was unknown, and left his own, and rode unto the island. He put himself and his horse in a great boat, and when he came on the other side he met with a damsel, and she said, O knight Balin, why hast thou left thine own shield? Alas, thou hast put thyself in great danger, for by thine own shield thou shouldst have been known. It is a great pity, for of thy prowess and hardiness thou hast no equal living. Me repenteth, said Balin, that ever I came within this country, but I may not turn now again for shame, and what adventure shall fall to me, be it life or death, I will take the adventure that shall come to me. Then he looked on his armour, and understood he was well armed, for which he was thankful, and so he mounted upon his horse. Then before him he saw come riding out of a castle a knight in red armour, and his horse was all trapped in the same colour. When this knight in red beheld Balin, he thought he was like his brother, but because he knew not his shield, he deemed it was not he. And so they couched their spears, and came marvellously fast together, and they smote each other in the shields. But their spears were so heavy, and their course so swift, that horse and man were borne down, and both knights lay in a swoon. Balin was bruised sore with the fall of his horse, for he was weary with travel, and Balin, for the knight in red was none other, was the first that rose to his feet. He drew his sword and went towards Balin, who arose and went against him. But Balin smote Balin first, striking through his shield and cleaving his helm. Then Balin smote him in return with that unhappy sword that had already wrought so great harm, and the blow well nigh felled his brother Balin. So they fought there together till their breaths failed. Then Balin looked up to the castle, and saw the towers stand full of ladies. So they went to battle again, and wounded each other dolefully. Then they breathed ofttimes, and yet again went unto battle, until all the place there was blood red from the great wounds that either had smitten other, and their hauberks became unriveted, so that naked they were on every side. At last Balin, the younger brother, withdrew a little and laid himself down. Then said Balin the Wild, What knight art thou? For ere now I found never a knight that matched me. My name is, said he, Balin, brother to the good knight Balin. Alas, said Balin, that ever I should see this day. Thereupon he fell backward in a swoon. Then Balin crept on all fours to his brother, and put off his helm, but he might not know him, his visage was so disguised by blood and wounds. But when Balin awoke, he said, O Balin, my brother, thou hast slain me, and I thee, wherefore all the wide world shall speak of us both. Alas, said Balin, that ever I saw this day, that through mishap I might not know thee, because thou hadst another shield I deemed thou wert another knight. Alas, said Balin, all this was caused by an unhappy knight in the castle that made me leave mine own shield to the destruction of us both. Then anon Balin died, and at midnight after Balin. So both were buried together, and the lady of the castle had Balin's name written on the tomb, and how he was there slain by his brother's hand, but she knew not Balin's name. In the morn came Merlin, and wrote Balin's inscription also in letters of gold. Here lies Balin the Wild, that smote the dolorous stroke. Soon after this was done, Merlin came to King Arthur, and told him of the dolorous stroke that Balin gave King Pellam, and how Balin and Balin fought together the most marvellous battle that ever was heard of, and how they buried both in one tomb. Alas, said King Arthur, this is the greatest pity that ever I heard tell of two knights, for in the world I know not such two knights. Thus endeth the tale of Balin and Balan, two brethren born in Northumberland, good knights both. End of chapter 4.